Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about AWS and certainly AWS for businesses and how it can be beneficial to your business and what is exactly AWS. So let's start with what is AWS today. In this tech driven era, we cannot think of any business that has never heard about AWS that offers on demand cloud computing platforms to individuals, companies, and governments on a pay as you go basis. That rings a bell, right? Well, and if it doesn't, let's make it simpler. AWS is a cloud service that uses what are called instances. What is an instance? Well, per definition from Amazon, an Amazon EC2 instance is a virtual server in the AWS cloud. EC2 is a service that enables business subscribers to run applications programs in the computing environment. It can serve as a practically unlimited set of virtual machines. And what does an instance do? It can be used to run applications on the Amazon Web Services platform. The service is used by hundreds of thousands enterprises across 190 countries around the globe. This makes it one of the largest cloud computing networks in the world. Should every business embrace AWS? Doubtful. So let's find out what kind of businesses should migrate to AWS and how they would benefit from it. I mean, why migrate if the cloud wouldn't help your business, right? But not every business needs a cloud. This is what we are going to talk about: how to determine if you're in need of a cloud and what specific services to use to make the most of benefit. The range of opportunities that AWS offers to businesses is vast. All you need is to figure out if you are a one of those businesses. So let's jump straight into it. Are you a business that needs AWS? So, what are types of businesses that benefit from using AWS? AWS applications span a wide spectrum of sectors as organizations turn to the service for the expansion of their global presence, innovation, and reliability. What makes AWS a business favorite is the fact that it offers tools that they need to manage their estate, regardless of how big they scale. Furthermore, it assists with cost management solutions, security, and optimization of their infrastructure. And it also delivers that are faster, safer, and cheaper than it's possible with on site infrastructure. Just now, we're going to highlight the types of businesses that benefit from using AWS and how exactly they benefit from it. So, the first one is e-commerce. The e-commerce sector is one of those industries that thrive on massive marketing campaigns. This is to ensure that the information concerning food items, household, and other consumer products reaches as many potential customers as possible. The challenge that this type of business faces is the lack of standardized technology among, among its on site IT infrastructure and websites. To add to this, there are also several other problems that e-commerce sector is most likely going to face. These include site speed and high traffic on holidays. These problems are mammoth and can make the difference between a successful e-commerce venture and a failing one. This is where AWS chips in. It offers a full range of services that e commerce businesses can use to support their digital marketing campaigns as well as their functionality. The benefits are vast. They include the enhanced speed of rollout of websites. This can be done in a few hours compared to an average of 2 weeks in the pre AWS era. By embracing AWS services in your e-commerce business, it means you can also introduce changes to your site or marketing campaigns easily through the usage of AWS tools such as Amazon Cloudfront. E-commerce businesses can use AWS for comprehensive backup, disaster recovery, and quick deployment of standardized infrastructure as well. For your autoscaling needs, there is no better means than the autoscaling group. Another sector is entertainment. One thing the most individuals might not know is that they're more involved with AWS than they think. If you have used Bad Insights, chances are you have used AWS services. Betting companies encounter a lot of traffic, like a lot. This means there is need to scale the sites, and no service does it better than AWS. An example of a service that uses AWS is Sportsbet. The company has a lot of customers. One exciting thing about it is that if you ask around, the site is seamless. The survey has managed to offer efficient services. On Sportbet, you can place up to 30,000 bets per minute. Talk about convenience. AWS services like AWS Glue take full credit for this level of efficiency. Several other entertainment companies have also taken the initiative, and this has resulted in better content streaming services. Netflix? Maybe. Another industry is SaaS, or software as a service. Let's talk about how AWS can benefit to SaaS, or software as a service. We cannot discuss the merits of AWS without mentioning how businesses in the technology sector can benefit from it. In this modern day, most technology based firms are now finding it better to move away from physical data centers in favor of sustainable and efficient alternatives such as AWS. By adopting AWS, businesses in the technology sector benefit from cost optimization, enhanced security, and better customer experience. AWS Cost Explorer is the perfect tool for cost optimization with the ability to put all your financial eggs in one basket. What does the tool do? Well, it is quite simple and allows you to forecast future costs as well as identify the pattern in expenses over time. This information is vital if you're looking to spend as little money as possible and, in the long run, increase profitability. As a bonus, the amazing tool also offers reserved instance recommendations. That is quite a lot for one tool. If you're concerned about security, there is an AWS tool for that. Having cloud services for your business means you need to know who exactly accesses your resources. Several tools can help with security in the AWS environment, but by far the most efficient and essential has to be the IAM tool. The AWS IAM, or Identification and Management, is the perfect tool for managing who can access your AWS resources. By using the tool, you are assured that only people that have been granted access can use your AWS resources. And what about the healthcare industry? Well, it's one of those industries that can benefit a lot from using AWS. And it is because the applications in the healthcare industry are vast. As we're all aware, the COVID 19 pandemic has resulted in lockdown restrictions being affected in most jurisdictions. As a result, the application of telemedicine services has been pushed to its limit. There has been an unprecedented number of patients who are now seeking medical services online. What does this mean? It means it's high time the providers of such services shift towards cloud platforms such as AWS to cater to the increase in the demand for their services. The reason is simple. It is easier to scale up. Have you ever given a thought to the size of infrastructure it will demand if a medical institution is to expand its capacity by even a few thousand patients a day? Putting the issue of cost aside, can you think in terms of the time it would take to upgrade the facility? The task will be daunting. In these times where there has been a sudden surge in the demand for healthcare services across the globe, there is no doubt that AWS is the way to go. As we're all aware, issues to do with personal health are subject to privacy. AWS also avails the much needed security through tools such as Amazon VPC. One word that can be used to describe AWS is innovative, and if there is a tool that embodies that concept, it is the AWS for Health feature. The AWS for Health feature ensures that the pace of innovation in the healthcare industry is increased. Not only that, but the feature will also go a long way and ensure that health data is used in a way that is innovative but still maintaining health data integrity. All of these amazing benefits culminate in one major advantage, which is a personalized and efficient approach to therapeutic development as well as care. Financial services is another sector that benefits from using AWS. And let's talk about financial services. Financial services providers are some of the types of businesses that will reap the most benefits from using AWS. The reason for this is because there are several issues in financial service, the biggest one being security. Most financial services also have difficulties with zero down deployment, and AWS has answers to these problems. Financial institutions will certainly find AWS tools such as autoscaling very helpful as they continuously access their services so that the optimum amount of resources a business needs are established. There is also the issues of data security that is always at stake when it comes to financial services providers. This is why they need to enlist the services of robust tools such as those offered by AWS so that their data is not compromised. Also, the financial services sector is one in which clients require regular updates. This might be as in relation to the financial accounts. AWS tools such as Amazon SNS, which can send notifications to thousands of clients at the same time, will provide to be very helpful. Let's talk about advantages of AWS. So, what are the advantages of using it? We think what businesses are yearning to hear today is what exactly are the advantages of using AWS? Why wait? Let us delve into that right away. While the advantages can be industry specific, we will try to highlight general benefits that businesses can enjoy by embracing the service. The first advantage is eliminating capital expenses. As we are all aware, one of the main objectives of any business is to reduce expenses as much as possible. AWS helps you to do that very easily. It allows businesses to avoid incurring huge capital expenses in terms of data centers and servers before they know how they're going to make use of them. By using AWS, businesses only pay for the computer resources they're consuming. Of course, the next question is on what tools the AWS businesses can use to eliminate capital expenses. The answer is to that Amazon EC2. The services enables businesses not to invest in expensive physical services. Instead, users can create virtual machines while handling other server features such as storage, security, and ports. Amazon EC2 will allow business staff to spend less time troubleshooting and maintaining servers and devote themselves to more strategic projects. Such convenience is the reason why Amazon EC2 is one of the most popular AWS services. Another advantage is economies in scale. Imagine having to set up an entire data center for your small enterprise. Ignore the capital outlay required and focus on the operating and maintenance cost. Will it be really worth it? The good news is Amazon Web Services allows you to benefit from economies of scale. The figures are clear that shared cloud computing infrastructure enables the service providers to achieve higher economies of scale. This translates to a low price for your business. To enjoy the economies of scale, businesses can use the AWS Cost Explorer. It is a powerful tool that keeps track of your AWS costs and resource usage. The service generates reports on your prevailing AWS expenses and forecast future costs and usage based on past trends. Let's mention speed as another advantage of AWS. In business, time is indeed money. The other advantage of using AWS it is provides a cutting-edge cloud computing environment in which the latest IT resources are just one click away. What it means is businesses can cut down on the time it takes to make resources available to developers from months to minutes. This increases the agility of the business since it reduces the time and cost involved in experimenting and developing new tools. To enjoy the speed benefits of AWS, businesses can use the Amazon RDS. RDS stands for Relational Database Service. It is a tool that makes your infrastructure more user friendly. It enables your business to come up with databases within a matter of minutes. Can you think of a better way of making your time more efficient at the workplace? Instead of spending countless hours doing database maintenance, just sign up for the Amazon RDS and allow it to do the work for you. The next advantage is global coverage. With the world's fast becoming a global village, it is clear that there is a need for businesses to expand their wings to all corners of the world. In the 21st century, geographical restrictions to business are a thing of the past. AWS enables enterprises to deploy their applications in multiple regions around the globe in a matter of few seconds. This enables businesses to provide lower latency and enhance customer experience for their customer at a minimum cost. Certainly, if you want to increase your business global footprint, you should use SNS, which is an acronym for a simple notification service. Basically, it is an event-driven computing hub that functions by alerting subscriber services to perform tasks automatically in response to particular triggers. It allows businesses to send informations to any user on the platform. It's a critical service considering that businesses have to ensure that their clients are continually updated on use. And of course, accurate capacity is another great advantage. The inconvenience of having to guess your business's infrastructure needs is clear. When you estimate capacity before deploying an application, you usually end up either having expensive idle resources or dealing with limited capacity. By utilizing Amazon Web Services, these problems simply go away. Businesses access the exact amount of capacity that they require. They can also scale up or down as need be within just a few minutes. AWS caters to that up and down to suit your business requirements. The AWS autoscaling continuously monitors your services and applications to establish the optimum amount of resources your business needs. This tool allows your enterprise to set target utilization levels so that you can manage and maintain resource usage. With its auto-scaling service, it serves to scale resources up and down to suit your business requirements. The AWS autoscaling continuously monitors your services and applications to establish the optimum amount of resources your business needs. This tool allows your enterprise to set target utilization levels so that you can manage and maintain resource usage. What are most frequently used AWS services? AWS offers quite several cloud computed services for businesses. This explains why it is one of the best platforms that businesses can use as it provides much needed comprehensiveness. However, amongst the wide spectrum of services available on the platform, others have proved to be the most frequently used by most businesses. These are what we will discuss next. Amazon Simple Storage Service, or S3. In this modern era, businesses are now increasingly being driven by big data more than anything else. Therefore, there is now a need for storage than ever before. AWS Amazon Simple Storage Service is one of those services that help your business meet its data storage needs. It is a heavily secure and redundant file storage service that stores data in three data centers within a specific region. We know that your prime concern is security, but you need not worry. Amazon S3 also has integrations that help prevent data breaches. It also scores very impressively in flexibility and has zero latency. Amazon Cloudfront is the next one. We all have business websites, right? It's hard to imagine a business without an active website nowadays. AWS also has a popular service that helps manage your business website. It's called Amazon CloudFront. The service helps enhance website speed and access to cloud based data. This is a must use service if you don't want to frustrate your website's users online. It functions as a global content delivery service, CDN, that delivers content efficiently to end users. Users will notice a significant improvement in web loading speed. Amazon CloudWatch. In this technology driven era, we're sure all of us here are very much concerned about cybersecurity. This is what Amazon CloudWatch is all about. It serves to maintain security in your AWS operations by monitoring the applications and resources of your businesses in the cloud. It collects data about your AWS deployment from logs, events, and metrics. Amazon CloudWatch enables your enterprise to keep watch on the AWS services, resources, and applications so that you are aware of how your deployment is performing as an entity. Amazon VPC. Worried about the security loopholes sharing cloud infrastructure with thousands of other businesses? We're as well, but AWS got you covered. They have the Amazon VPC. There is absolutely no risk of your data failing into the wrong hands. The Amazon VPC allows you to create a virtual private network through which all of your IT infrastructure will live isolated from the outside world. So, those who inquire whether their information is at risk in the AWS cloud, the answer is no. Your data is free from exposure from outside people and networks. Only authorized people can access it. Does AWS help save on infrastructure? Almost everywhere we have had AWS presentations, people always ask, is it possible to save on infrastructure maintenance with the help of AWS, and how exactly? Our answer has always been the same. Yes, it is possible. We believe the issue that needs addressed is the second part of the question. AWS helps save on infrastructure maintenance by reducing capital costs. In other words, capital cost can be entirely eliminated by adopting AWS. There is absolutely no need for a business to overspend on expensive infrastructure, so you do not get an incurred huge upfront costs. The capital investment cost of servers, software, and power are transferred to AWS. The resources that you need to scale your business are acquired easily and quickly without having to install anything on premises. AWS ensures that businesses do not have to scratch their heads every time they think of scaling. This is why we're going to talk about the pay as you go model. It enables businesses to carry out ambitious expansion plans while incurring costs for what they will be actually using at that point in time. This helps to even test programs or solutions without having to first commit to them through infrastructure purchase. Another reason for saving is full utilization of hardware. No doubt, top of the range equipment is expensive. It will require a considerable amount of financial resources for your employees and business to work effectively. In addition to this, the challenge sometimes is that an enterprise often has to purchase more hardware than they actually need. By opting for AWS, businesses can phase out the equipment they do not need. Instead of purchasing every single piece of equipment, AWS handles this cost and avails the infrastructure to businesses as a service. This also helps reduce the costs that would have been incurred due to upgrades, maintenance, and support if you had been operating on site infrastructure. AWS also helps save on infrastructure maintenance by eliminating redundancy. Businesses will not have to duplicate equipment on premises, therefore saving them on expenditure. Imagine your business having to set up the same set of equipment at multiple locations. What an unnecessary loss! The good news is AWS has multiple data centers at varied geographical centers, therefore helping you avoid having to purchase the same equipment to cater to your customers at various locations. The bottom line is when sharing vendor infrastructure with other organizations, it's a win win solution for all. It helps your business optimize on hardware. So, what is the role of OpsWorks Co in relation to the AWS business? OpsWorks Co is a cloud consulting company and AWS partner providing numerous cloud services. Let's talk about migration, for example. Firstly, migrating from on premises infrastructure to AWS is not an operation that can happen at the snap of a finger. The task can be challenging and companies can face difficulties. Several critical aspects should not be overlooked. There will be a need to draw up an action plan for the migration, design a complete architecture, fix the methods of implementation, optimize the existing applications to be migrated, and so on. All these tasks that will require the services of a cloud migration consulting services such as OpsWorks Co. Migrating from on premise infrastructure to the cloud can result in downtime, which are the total losses that a business incurs whenever its equipment stops functioning. OpsWorks Co. is committed to cutting down bad downtime as you migrate to AWS to as little as possible.